Hello and welcome back to Rareeddie1 Talks, and now then, I am your host, Rareeddie1, and welcome. Wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours, wherever you are listening, I hope you are having a fantastic and beautiful time. I am filming / recording on a different night. I normally like to do these on a Saturday night, chilled, got a couple of beers at the ready, just a nice, chilled, general, being with your mates, just chatting on a Saturday night. Nothing better than that. Yes, I do have mates, obviously. I wish I could get a couple of them on and talking with me, but, I'm not going to pressure anyone to come on this podcast. If you would love to come on this podcast and chat with me and be on, you don't have to be on camera, if you just want to be on, on the mic, that I'm fine with that. But I would love to have a co-host or a guest. So if you are interested, get in touch with me. I would love that. And let's see what we can do. But I generally like to do these, like friends, like you're with your friends talking and chatting. So I hope this feels like you with your mates and you're just chatting about shit. Conspiracies, pop culture, films, TVs, all that good stuff. And yes, I do have a beer. Yes, it is a Wednesday night, midweek. I have a midweek beer. I'm not going to go crazy. That's why I picked out, I got it in for the camera for you who are listening. So whatever time of day you're listening to this, I hope you can join me with a drink. If you can't, or if you're drinking coffee or tea or soda, or pop, or you're at work, just grab a chill drink, and and let's kick back and talk some shit. That's my plan for tonight. Let's just chat. We'll talk about some crazy shit going on in Hollywood, some conspiracies, some ghost shit. I'm gonna touch a tip again. We're going on for a tip, another tip. I promised I'll give you the shaft of the Denver airport conspiracy, but I need a little bit more time to prepare myself for the shaft, because that shaft is massive, absolute fucking massive. So I'm going to prepare myself for maybe in a couple of weeks' time. So I've got another tip we can touch. And so let's see what excitement we can get to this tip. But first off, I'm drinking VK Soda and Berries, or VK and Soda Berries. I've had this before. It's not the first time I've had it. It's only a 3.4, so it's not fucking strong at all. So on a work night, this ain't going to be too bad. So I'm going to open this, and hopefully you're opening one with me. So cheers. I nearly spilled it on myself. I saved it at the last second there. So in tonight's fun-filled episode, we are going to be touching on the Las Vegas family that reported a UFO and alien sightings in their backyard garden, and then we're gonna have a look at Disney absolute plummeting in the stock market, absolute plummeting, and all the controversy around that. And then we're going to have a look at some Haunted Ventriloquist Doll. I still fucked it up, but I didn't butcher it as much as I thought I was going to butcher it. And then we're going to speculate on, is the Marvels actually going to make any money? We have the supposedly production budget. Do I think it's going to bomb? Yes, I do. A spoiler. And then we are going to touch the tip. Now, this conspiracy is absolute fucking nuts. And sorry, I do not believe in this conspiracy, but it is a conspiracy. It's a genuinely fun conspiracy to look at. And it is, I can't believe I'm going to say it, the flat earth. Oh my God. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, listening, and like, what the fuck? Oh dear, not the flat. I'm not a flat earther. I am not a flat earther. But it's a conspiracy at the end of the day, and I'm going to touch the tip of it. Now, will that get you flat earthers excited that I'm going to touch your tip? I hope so. Let's get naughty, let's get rude. And lastly, I'm going to continue my list. I think it was top 10 dirty, naughty conspiracies from Watch Mojo, which we have found out, or I have found out, it's not that naughty. It's not that dirty. And I may be fucked up on that one, but I'm going to continue. And let's have a laugh and have a good time on tonight's fun-filled episode 7 already. Oh my days, 7 episodes already. Anyway, for you guys that are listening, because I'm filming these as well, I'm gonna put myself in a little corner. So if you are watching, if you are on Rumble or YouTube, please subscribe to me. First off, please subscribe to my channel, and like the video and all that good stuff. Comment. I will leave everything you can get hold of me. If you want to email, message me on Twitter, Facebook. If you want to get in touch with me, I will leave everything in the show notes and on the description of the videos. And if you are watching on YouTube or Rumble, please get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on, and just let me know. If you are listening, please follow me and like and subscribe, and leave me a review and all that good stuff. But yeah, so let's get to it. I'll put myself in a little corner, so you guys who are listening, you're probably, what the fuck you on about, you dickhead? I'm going to put myself in a corner. I will see you in a second. And for those who are watching, I don't blame you. I couldn't help look at this beautiful mug. I 100% get that. I'm here for your I'm here. I'm a piece of meat for you guys, and it is what it is. And I know I'm cursed with the boyish good looks. I once was said I could have been a body double for some Hollywood actors. Let me know in the chats. I'll be interested to hear some of the actors you think. That's all bullshit. I was only joking. No one's ever said that to me. I could be a body double for some actor. Yeah, some fat actor who wants to play a fucking really relaxed fucking surfer dude. Yeah, that's probably me, who's going bald. Oh, is bald, sorry. Anyway, let's get to my first topic, and this is, we are at the Independent. If you want to check this out, the more I do these, the more I will get better, and hopefully, I know people put, I know other podcasts put the articles in. I'm not there yet. I have no idea. I still have no idea what I'm doing on YouTube and Rumble and on the podcast side of things. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go along. I'm getting better. But I love this. I love my little hobby, and I absolutely love this. And another thing, I will always be honest with you. I will. That's all I can ever be, is honest. Whether it's something I like or I don't like, all I can be is honest. If it pisses you off, it pisses you off. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. End of the day, that's all I can be. Enough of that anyway. So here I am. I am at the Independent now. Las Vegas family release bizarre drawings of UFOs they claimed landed in their backyard. The Kenmore family went viral earlier this year after calling 911 to report that 2 10-foot aliens had landed in their backyard. Now, I give the family a benefit of doubt, and I still do, even though these drawings are shocking. But I can't really say out because I'm not a drawer. I can't draw. I can barely draw a stick man. But they continue to double down, and I'm giving a benefit. I always will, and I still believe them. until their story gets so wild and they can't keep up with the lies. But I don't think they are lying, so I don't think we'll ever get there. A Las Vegas family has broken its silence to double down on claims that UFOs landed in the backyard. As they showed off drawings that they had made of the apparent alien sightings, the Kenmore family, who went viral earlier this year after calling 911 to report two 10-foot aliens had landed in their backyard, spoke out for the first time in an interview with Insider Edition. I believe I saw something that wasn't from Earth, youngest son Joshua said. The family member created drawings of what they claimed to have seen, as they also revealed that they saw a black Chevrolet Suburban. I think that's a really big SUV in America, Chevrolet Suburban. I think I'm not 100% sure, but it's a 7+ seater SUV. Really big fucker thing, and I do actually love a Chevrolet. Shame we don't get them here. Well, we do get them here, but that's a different story. I'll continue. As they also revealed that they saw a black Chevrolet Suburban with government plates on it. Soon after the extraterrestrials encounter, the family remained anonymous. Sorry, I struggle with that word. My tongue doesn't like that word. Well, I say my mouth and my tongue does not like that word. For months, out of fear of being ridiculed, but said that since their UFO visit, strangers have flocked to the house to see where the aliens landed, with some even claiming climbing over the fence. Now, that's a bit shitty, but I guess it's a little bit like the Breaking Bad house, where people, were throwing pizzas onto the house, and the owners got that annoyed. I think they put fucking massive fences around it, I think. The family's lawyer, Sam Haidari, who was hired to sue any trespassers, told Insider Edition that the Camors didn't want that publicity. The only thing they did was report it to the police, he said. Mr. Haidari said he believes that the Kenmores believe what they saw was real. The family released drawings of the supposed UFOs in an effort to try to further substantiate their claims. One of the sons, Bobby, drew a figure with glowing antenna-like ears and a mouth full of gnashing teeth. He said the being didn't appear to have a nose. Meanwhile, eldest son Engel coloured in his alien with grey pencil, noting that he was trying to keep the colour accurate to what he had seen. Now, I'm going to click on the drawings. There's pictures. There's 4 pictures. There we go. Now, 2 of them one of them's a portrait of the family, and we've got a repeat of the alien drawing. Now, the alien drawing it genuinely looks like your typical grey alien, finished body, your large oval head, large eyes, mouth with teeth. You generally don't really see a grey with teeth. So that's a new one for me. Or maybe I haven't seen that in a long time. I fucking just clicked off it. Or maybe I haven't seen that in a long time. Longish arms though. It does look like it's got longish arm and longish fingers, prepared to its body. It does look like it's got longish arms, and there's a little weird circle drawing next to it. A little circle. Is that a hovering balloon that the alien took with him? I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. And the other picture is of the supposed circle in the backyard of where the craft landed. The other two, like I said, the other two drawing is a portrait of the family and a repeat of the grey alien. So I can click off that, I think. He told Inside Edition the alien had a ball. Right, so here's that. Why I should have carried on reading before looking at the pictures, but me and reading don't really go hand in hand, but me and drawings do, or pictures. He told Inside Edition the alien had a ball of light beside it and stood with one leg bent. Right, that's strange. It stood with one leg bent. And what is the ball of light? So video games I come to think of. So there's a video game, No Man's Sky, and he has like a ball, which is like an AI eye. I guess it talks to him. It tells you when you need oxygen and you're running low or shit. And could it be something similar to that? I'm just spitballing here. Could it be an alien's balloon, and this alien family came down to Earth to because it was this alien's birthday, and and they promised their son to take him to the weird Earth, like the weird Earth planet with the weird people and strange things on this planet. Could that be a possibility? Yeah, hell yeah. But they got a little bit too close, and hopefully Junior still got his light balloon and he didn't lose it. Sorry, I know I'm poking fun, but I do genuinely believe in this case. I'm trying to make it a little bit lighter, I guess, for you guys. It's very strange, one leg bent. So is it like the Instagram model pictures you see where all the girls are all fucking posing with like one bent leg? Is he posing for a fucking photo? Is he posing for a photo? Is this alien posing for a photo? Is he an Instagram influencer on his planet? I don't fucking know. Is he an Instagram model on his planet? And that's the latest trend, to get their picture on Earth, and that is Instagram, or the alien's Instagram is going to blow up, and he's going to be she's going to be the next alien Kardashian. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts on that. Bent leg, I don't know why that just popped into my head, but it did. Describing, so I'll continue. Describing the apparent encounter on the evening of the 1st of May, Angel said that he and his brother heard something falling from the sky before they then observed the flash of light. Now, so this is why there's videos. I maybe should have pulled them up, but there's a video of a cop just doing his rounds in the Las Vegas Valley, in one of the neighborhoods. I can't quite remember, and he sees what he thinks. I think he thinks at first it's a meteorite, but looking at it, it doesn't look like a meteorite to me. I could be wrong, but he sees it, and and if I remember rightly, I think he says it actually makes it actually touches ground. It actually makes a loud banging sound. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. But I have done a video on this on my YouTube channel, which I will link that video in the show notes. And that's what brings the cops to go to the house, because normally I think if the police hear a 911 call saying, oh, there's aliens in the backyard, but generally I think they don't rush to it. But with one of his officers saying he'd seen like a light falling from the sky, they took it a little bit. They took it with a little bit more seriousness, and they attended. And the footage of the police and going to the house and chatting with the Ken Moores, and they're out there. I should have maybe put them in, but I totally forgot. I do apologise. The brothers said that they then felt the impact of something hitting the ground with a loud bang. Again, this is why the police took this with a little bit more seriousness. With that one policeman saying he had seen like a meteorite, but when they're hearing a loud bang and a loud flash, they took it a little bit more serious. The two teenagers were then hit with a shockwave, they claimed, which they likened to an out-of-body experience. Angel claimed he then tried to look at the fallen object, but the whole backyard was blurry, and he heard thousands of footsteps all around him before the blurriness subsided. The teen said he could make out a tall, very thin creature standing between 8 and 10 foot tall. Now, you're probably thinking, how did he get 8 and 10 feet tall? There was, I'm pretty sure there was fork trucks and stuff and cars in their backyard. It was stood next to the fork truck, and it was nearly as tall as a foot, and that's where I guess he gets where the 8 and 10 feet tall. Panicking, he called Bobby to the backyard, sound continuing, who told him to go inside. Angel said the creature had weird looking feet and a big face and eyes and a big mouth. Now that was a very strange thing. You generally, in grey aliens, in the greys, you generally don't hear a big mouth. You don't hear a big mouth. That's a very strange a very strange thing. A big mouth. I think I've only heard it in this case. I could hear his loud, deep breathing and see his stomach move, he said. The teenager went back inside and called the police. And this is what he said to the police, there's like an 8-foot person and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, he said to the operator in the now viral 911 call. I swear to God, it's not a joke. That same night, a police body cam captured a greenish light blazing through the sky. And this is why the police took this a little bit more serious. Now, if you're doing shots to every time I said serious, I hope you're good and pissed. An officer responded to the family's home, told them, I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky, so they're just repeating what you hear in the video. Fall out of the sky too. Angel said the officer walked with the family to the backyard and pointed at a perfect circle that had been etched into the ground. Angel's story was further corroborated by footage from a neighbour's Ring camera, which captured a whooshing sound and an enormous bang. Angel previously spoke out about his experience in a video posted to YouTube in June. This is not a conspiracy theory. I am not making this story up for clout or fame, he said in the video, which has had just under 1 million views. While the family stand by their story, Mick West, a writer who specializes in debunking false conspiracy theories, refuted the claims. He told Insider Edition that an alternate explanation could be a raccoon sitting on top of the backyard fence, hence the big eyes, or even a coyote. The apparent UFO incident comes after alleged non-human alien corpses were shown in Mexico at the country's Congress this week. So, like I say, I did do a video on this on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check that out, please do. Again, I will give the family a benefit of the doubt, and I think this is I think they've seen what they've seen. I don't think they're bullshitting us. I could be wrong. Hell yeah, I could be wrong. But I will believe them until I see other evidence not to believe in them. Why would you go to all that effort to make up this thing? And if they were going to make up this thing, they had such a lucky encounter with that meteorite, maybe. And just say that meteorite, if it was a meteorite, had landed in their backyard, and they would have had to been thinking off their feet, really, really thinking well. And their stories that I'm aware hasn't changed. So either they were gonna make this up, and so they had so maybe a week or two later they were gonna make up this claim, so they were already practicing and getting steps in place for them to false this thing up, and they had a very lucky meteorite falling just perfectly for them to actually make this claim a little bit viable. That's the only thing I could think. If they were going to make this up, that's where my head would go. That they are incredibly lucky if they were making this up. What are your thoughts on this story? Again, I will believe in this one. Evidence. There's a lot of evidence out there that shows this is a possible alien encounter and UFO encounter. It's got the police. It's got, what more do you want? So yeah, if I'm wrong, I'll let you know I'm wrong, and we'll have another chat about it. But I will 100%, I 100% believe this. Now, to say it's a raccoon, or a coyote, would that coyote be just having to stand on its behind legs, or maybe sitting on top of something, and a raccoon on top of a fence? yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We've seen one of the videos I saw. Potentially there was something hiding behind the fence gate. One of the videos, he went deep into it, and it made sense to me that something may have been hiding behind the fence, with possible fingers and eyes you could see in the video footage. Again, I may come back to this. This may be a good one to have another chat about. But that's my thoughts on it. I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I believe them until I hear more, and I will continue believing this is actually a UFO and alien encounter. So I can close this one off. No, it's not closed off. I can close that one off. So, bit of pop culture now. I am at insidethemagic.com. I probably didn't have to read .com. I love reading this sort of news because I'm not a big fan of Disney. They've come out recently, and their not so secret gay agenda. They're totally not for the family. Your biggest customer. They don't want the family anymore. They want the single man, the single woman, the single thing. That's what they want. They also want to be Netflix, which they'll never be. When they were creating Disney Plus, stories out them trying to steal Netflix employees is out there. And just Disney keep back they brought Star Wars, they brought Fox, they brought Marvel, and I think that Fox deal is actually gonna fucking plummet Disney even further down into the shit, because they having that there's going to be a bill they're going to have to pay to Comcast, who they brought Fox from. That's just off the top of my head, so I could be a little bit wrong on some of the details on that. But that's something I'm going to look into. I'm going to look into a lot, aren't I? Disney stocks plummet after major announcement from CEO Bob Iger, the weatherman. So this was 19th of September, yesterday, and so their stock prices plummeted, and it nearly went under $80 a share. It's a 10-year, 9-year low for Disney. The Walt Disney Company is no stranger to controversy. In the last year alone, Disney has faced more backlash and criticism than it's ever seen, outside of the obvious problems like Disney unpopular decision to close a Splash Mountain in both California and Florida. A lot of this drama can be attributed to Disney and Florida's ongoing battle, which they are losing at the minute, and they are being sued by a few more companies or people. I'm just pulling that from the top of my head. Where that ongoing battle. This all started after Disney publicly denounced Governor Ron DeSantis' Parents' Right in Education Act, or as it's more commonly known as the Don't Say Gay Bill. Now, that Don't Say Gay Bill, that's fucking absolute horseshit. It's got nothing to do with that. it's, if you look into it, so Ron DeSantis has put out, that's an even bigger conspiracy, which I don't think I'll have time to go into tonight, or I won't have time to go into tonight. That you've probably seen the videos of teachers, grooming kids into the alphabet community. This, what Ron DeSantis put in its parental rights in education, is that teachers cannot let them kids read or teach sex ed, or teach this sort of shit into, I think it was, it's gonna be a guess, but I think it was like under 9s. So under 9s can't be taught sex ed. They can't read books that are pornographic material. You've seen these things on TikTok. You've seen these videos on TikTok. You know what I'm talking about. So he's put it in so teachers cannot actually read kids this sort of material, let kids teach kids this sort of material. But it's always so. A straight teacher can't be teaching, kids, can't. It's basically keeping your kids fucking safe. That's what it is, because there's a lot of predators out there, peeps. There is a lot of fucking predators out there, and there seems to be more and more of them. And that's in a whole new conspiracy, not new conspiracy. That's in a whole nother conspiracy, which could take me a whole podcast to go over, maybe even a couple of podcasts to go over. But I'll just touch on it. That is protecting kids at the end of the day. Let kids be kids. What's wrong with kids being kids? Just let them be kids. Why do you have to teach them about sex? Teach them about fucking strangers that may want to fucking groom them. Yes. But let them be kids. Don't force them down. Oh, do you think you're a man? Or do you think you're a boy? Or do you think you're a girl? Or, I saw you playing with Barbie, so that must mean you may be thinking that you're... No, just let kids be kids. Let them make them sort of decisions later on in life. Life's shit. And let them just try and enjoy a few years before this shit actually fucking, gets fucking worse for them, Because in today's day and age, fucking kids have got it so much fucking worse. The bullying, the fucking... It's just so much worse, And that's all Ron DeSantis is doing, and a lot of people back him. And the only reason that this don't say gay is what they generally people on the left like to do. If there's something they don't agree with, rather than trying to discuss, have a conversation, they will just shout slurs at you. So they will just shout, "Oh, you can't be homophobic, you homophobic, you racist, you sexist." They just generally shout these terms at you if they don't agree with something you're saying. Rather than having an adult conversation, they say all that shit. So, it has nothing to do with Don't Say Gay. And all the actors and fucking politicians and who was saying this are all fucking idiots. And that toe-looking motherfucker Ron Perlman, who's one of the biggest motherfucking dickheads out there, has fucking said, call out Ron DeSantis, and totally not fucking looking into the bill whatsoever. He's just read what the NPC's fucking download is and said, oh, he's put out a Don't Say Gay bill, which it isn't. If you look into the bill, it's much more. Basically, it's teaching kids from every fucking predator in the world straight, gay, lesbian. It's protecting them. And if sorry, it makes you angry. But you know, there's predators out there. And we're still doing nothing. We're still doing nothing about that murderous that planet full of murderous robots. We're still doing nothing. They're probably predators as well. Fuck's sake, murderous predators on that on that island, on that fucking planet out there. We're doing nothing. We're sitting back. Come on, Ron DeSantis, do something about that planet full of murderous robots. So anyway, that fucking went on a huge side note. I'm so glad fucking Disney are losing money. I'm so fucking happy Disney are losing money. So they're losing money. Well, they're not losing money, but their stock prices is plummeting. So Bob Iger has put out to Disney shareholders that Disney to invest $60 billion in theme parks, cruises over the next decade. I don't get the cruises. Is it ship cruises? Is it? I don't get it, and I don't get this fucking article. Why aren't you letting me see it? Why aren't you letting me see it? If I've got to sign it, if I've got to fucking, I'm not signing. Fuck you. £2 a month. Fuck off. That I was gonna read that, but it looks like I'm gonna have to fucking. I ain't signing no shit. But they're basically going to invest $60 billion into the theme parks. I don't know what Disney Cruises is. Is that something on a ship, or is that, you know, like they did with that Star Wars themed hotel? Was that classed as a cruise? I don't know. And that seemed to put a load of their shareholders or the stock market in doubt, and they took an absolute dump, and I'm here for it. I really am here for it. I really couldn't be happier. Like I say, Disney a horrible company. Again, with these massive corporations that they say that they care about, you know, the little person. They care about, you know, your thoughts and feelings. They care about the alphabet community or the alphabetic mafia. They care about you. They don't. All they care about is your fucking money, and they really want your money and advertisers' money as well. Because one thing with Disney Plus, they don't want you to subscribe. They don't want you to, you know, put your whatever it is, $8, fucking £8. They don't. They want you to get the ad-supported tier, because they get your money and they get advertisers' money as well. It's a win-win for them, because if they're just getting your subscription fee, that's it. They get £8 a month maybe off you. They don't get no ads. They don't get ad money. They just get your £8. They don't get ad money. But if you go for that cheaper version, that little bit less version, but it's, you know, you may have to watch an ad or two, they still get your subscription money, and they also get ad money. And, you know, they get your subscription money, you know, once a month. But it depends how much you watch of Disney Plus and how many ads they have on it, but they'll get a lot of ad money, and, you know, that's what they want. I suggest you sail the high seas. I don't think I have watched a Disney Marvel film. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and I actually enjoyed that film. Ant-Man was fucking awful. Absolute fucking awful. But if you want to check out some of my reviews, please check out my YouTube channel. I will see you there. So we are at Today Life, I think. Today all day, the website. It is. Let me go. I'll go to the top and make sure I'm getting the right place. Because if you want to go check it out, please do. And today, so it is today. 15 real ghost stories that will send chills down your spine. These dolls creep me the fuck out. I don't know about you. I don't know if you feel the same about ventriloquist dolls. I do find that word hard to pronounce. But these dolls really creep me the fuck out. It's very creepy. When Marty was a child back in the 90s, she tells monsters among us. She tells monsters among us that she was a fan of ventriloquist Edgar Bergen. Edgar Bergen and his dummy sidekick Charlie McCarthy. She says that when her father came across the ventriloquist doll as he wandered through a small magic shop located outside of Santa Rosa, California, he decided to buy it for her birthday. While ringing up the sales, Marty says the cashier gave her father weird vibes and said to him, when you put your hands inside the doll, he's going to come alive. Holy shit. I would have put the doll down and fucked off. Laughing off the comment, he brought the dummy home to his daughter. According to Marty, she was over the moon when her dad gave her the doll, saying, "I was so happy when I got that doll. I was obsessed." But before long, strange things began happening. Thought impossible because the doll's head was made of hard plastic. She says its expression would change, including his smile. Worried something would happen to her precious dummy, Marty's. I don't know why I'm struggling with that name. Marty's family shut it away in a cupboard most nights. One night, she and her family were awakened by the pitter-patter of steps in their living room. Thinking it was the dog or another family member, they went to look. No one was there. Fucking hell, I got chills. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Like, fucking something cold and fucking... fucking hell. That was fucking weird. Something weird just happened. Something like really icy cold just touched my leg. I'm hoping it was a drip off this. Or was it the dummy? Let me continue. So they went to look anyway. No one was there except the doll, who was sitting on the couch. We remember specifically we always put it away because I loved that doll so much. I took care of it, Marty says on the podcast. Other strange occurrences began happening while Marty and her dad were away. Her uncle was alone in the house. The uncle says he heard Marty's father calling his name from the living room, even though I'm getting chills. Even though he wasn't home. When he went to look, he found the doll once again sitting on the couch and no one else. All of our family was pretty much scared of the doll, Marty says. People would start hearing their names being called, and we would hear walking at night, so we just decided we needed to get rid of it. Being Mexican and religious, Marty says, her parents wanted to burn the doll in case it was demonic. They put it on the grill, and according to Marty, it wouldn't burn. This doll would not go up in flames. It all would not go up in flames at all, whatsoever. They tried cutting it up with a knife, but were unsuccessful. Finally, they threw it in the trash can. After the garbage was collected, Marty's dad went to retrieve the bin. Fucking hell. You can't make this shit up. They tried cutting it. So I'm going to read this paragraph again. They tried cutting it up with a knife, but were unsuccessful. Finally, they threw it in the trash can. After the garbage was collected, Marty's dad went to retrieve the bin. In it, the doll. So the doll was in the bin still. To rid themselves of the dummy, they dug a hole in the backyard and filled it with cement. Fucking hell, they really went for it. Marty and the family have long since moved away, but she says they still think about the doll and the possibility that eventually it finds one of us. Fucking hell, that's creepy. That is creepy. And to get a really cold fucking thing on my leg, I'm pretty sure it's a drop of water, but it was nowhere near my leg. Oh shit, I'm gonna get fucking haunted now. Oh, I fucking hope not. I fucking hope not. But yeah, that's crazy. That is absolute fucking crazy. Whether it's true or not, that's a fucking scary story. Scary fucking story. And this is a better fucking list. Watch Mojo. Please do better. Please do better. So I'm going to close that one off because, yeah. What are your thoughts on ventriloquist dolls? Do you like them? I think they're fucking creepy myself. I've got to be honest with you. I would hate nothing more to walk in the room and see one of them. That would really freak me the fuck out. There's got to be one sat on my bed, isn't there? I'm going to go into my bed tonight and there's going to be one fucking sat there. His head's probably fucking spinning like a good one, and he's probably puking up and saying hello. I will just fucking kick the thing in the head and run as fast as I can, which won't be that fast unless it's downhill, but some motherfuckers always be ice skating uphill. A Blade reference there for you. So I'm going to close it out. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on it. What your thoughts on that story. Is it something, haunted? We are coming up to the spooky month, and that month I'm going to really concentrate on doing haunted stories, so stay tuned for that. But talking of Disney, the Marvels, Captain Marvel 2, well, it's not Captain Marvel 2 anymore, it's the Marvels. Budget is one of the most expensive in MCU history. I didn't see Captain Marvel or whatever it's called. She seems like a pain in the fucking ass. Now, I've liked her in some films, but her fucking comment saying this film isn't for you 40-year-old, when she said that to critics that this film's not for you 40-year-old white people. Yeah. Why say that shit? Why say that shit? You're just dividing us more and more. But that's what Hollywood likes to do. They like to divide the normal person. According to Forbes, the official budget for the Marvels is over 274, near enough 275 million, making it one of the most expensive MCU films to date. I'm going to predict this film is a massive flop. Now, they haven't even given us marketing costs. Could that be 170? 170 million? Could it be an extra 100 million on top? Let's be generous, let's put another 150 million on top. So taking it all the way up to, fucking really quick math in my head, 425. I hope I haven't fucked that up. 425. Now, this film, just to break even, could need to be 800 million. There or thereabouts. Because the cinemas take 45%. And this one doesn't have the look of being in between Infinity War and Endgame. This film is gonna fucking struggle. This film really, really will struggle. It will really struggle at the box office. And they are putting this film out during the actors and writers strike, or should I say the writers and actors strike. Now, I think they're putting it out. Could the strike be over November 10th? I don't think so. And I think they're only putting this out because none of the cast will talk about this film. The director won't talk about this film. So at least you haven't got that PR nightmare. Brie Larson and all the other woke idiots fucking preaching their fucking woke ideological fucking nonsense. So at least they haven't got that. But this film really will fucking flop because Brie Larson's not a biggest pull anymore. She's really fucking, with her statements, with her comments, she's really put a lot. She put the normie person off. So yeah, I predict this film will fucking flop. How much this film will flop, I don't know. Hopefully it really fucking bombs hard. Hopefully. To add to Disney's woes, I would love nothing more. I will watch this. I will give a review. I ain't gotta watch fucking Captain Marvel now, so fuck that. But I will review that film, and see what. Yeah, it quite possibly mean I have to watch fucking the first Captain Marvel. I might put it on fast forward, sail the high seas and all that bugger. I might just have to put it on fast forward and power through it. I might just have to power through it because I wasn't interested in it. It's not for me. She's not the first fucking female superhero, and she's not the first fucking woman action hero. You got fucking Ripley, Sarah Connor. Fucking iconic fucking screen legends, and Brie Larson is not one of them. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Yeah, she's a decent actress that I've seen. Although there is a few films out there what are lacking, but I haven't generally seen too much of her shit. I've only seen her in 21 Jump Street and School Island, and her little appearance in the Fast franchise, which I didn't mind her in actually. But that's another thing. So I'm going to close that one down. I will keep my eye on the Captain Marvel, or the Marvels too. it's not even her sequel anymore. And I'll keep you updated. It's gonna flop. It's gonna fucking flop. Bray, don't go belly down, because you'll get a really big red mark on your belly when you flop. So, I don't know. Try and go feet first, I guess. But let me know your thoughts on the Marvels. Did you like Captain Marvel? Do you like Marvel as a character in the comics? I don't know in the comics, but I know a lot of people that do, that are really into comics, and they say her comic book always struggle. It always struggle. But let me know your thoughts. Here we are. So I'm going to go my second final topic. We're going to touch a tip. I'm going to touch a flat earther's tip. Hopefully it doesn't make him too excited. I won't go to the shaft on this one. I won't have any. I'm not even going to go balls deep. I'm just going to tease the tip of the flat. Well, I say that, but it could be a fun conspiracy to go down. I do not believe in the flat earth. I don't believe the earth is flat for 1 second. Could we be in a simulation? That's for another topic. We could be. But I do not believe our beautiful world is flat. She's curvaceous and beautiful, with lots of bumps and lovely bumps on. Let me read. So we are at Live Science. I actually quite like this site. Flat Earth conspiracy theories first arose in the 1950s. Well, maybe, but we once used to believe the Earth was flat. Yeah. And sailors were scared to venture out the ocean in the case of falling off the edge of the map. We did once believe the Earth was flat, but I guess it came back up in the 50s, and have been given new life in the internet age. They're bizarre, almost quaint. After all, even ancient people knew the Earth was round. The Greeks even figured out the planet's circumference in the 3rd century. Since then, astronauts have launched into space and seen the blue marble with their own eyes. But flat Earth believers don't see beyond their own horizon. The line between Earth and the sky looks pretty flat, they figure, and all the rest of the evidence gets tossed out the window. On YouTube and message boards, flat earthers spend their time inventing weird physics to try and explain how things like gravity, lunar eclipses could possibly work if the Earth were a flat disk. Many are motivated by religious beliefs. Oh my God. By religious beliefs or the desire to see the universe as more caring, human-centered, human-centered place. Michael Wood, a lecturer in psychology at the University in Winchester in England, told Live Science in 2018. So that's the tip. That's the only tip tonight you're going to get. Hopefully the next topic I cover is a little bit ruder, but flat earthers, I'm sorry, I ain't touching your shaft. I definitely ain't going balls deep. I'm just going to tickle the tip. So I hope you enjoyed that little tickle. if you are a flat earther. If you are a flat earther, please let me know. Please get me in the please hit me up. Please try and convince me the earth is flat. I would love for you to try and convince me the earth is flat, and let's have a discussion about it. If you want to come on and discuss it with me, I'm all for that. But that's the flat earth for me, and that's probably likely I'll touch on flat earther. I maybe do a deep dive in some of the conspiracies around the flat earth, around about some of the crazy people involved in flat earth, but it's not anytime soon. So if you're really interested, if you really want me to do that, let me know in the comments. If you really want me to have a look into the flat earth, let me know, because I will do, if you want me to do something, let me know and I will do it. If I'm able to do it, I will. But lastly, I'm going to touch on my dirty/naughty and hopefully rude conspiracy theories. This is from Watch Mojo. Again, I loved Watch Mojo when it first came out. I loved the Watch Mojo lady. I loved the Watch Mojo lady, Rebecca Bryant. She's absolutely a beautiful woman, stunning woman, and I mainly watched it for her. She got a great voice as well. So we are at number 7. The first cosmonauts in space never returned alive. This ain't going to be a naughty or dirty one, is it? This hasn't got Project Midnight Climax all over it, has it? That's got this. If that isn't the list, this isn't a true dirty, naughty conspiracy. Yuri Gagarin was the first human to go to space, right? Well, some have posited that prior to Gagarin's historic flight, the Soviet Union sent several other cosmonauts to space, where they either died or were captured by foreign powers. Upon their return to Earth, given the Soviet Union's secretive nature, it's easy to believe this theory, even though there are several big holes in it. For one thing, Soviet space records have been made available to the public, and do you really think they have given the whole? Do you really think Russia and the Soviet have given the whole record of their space program? I don't think that's true. I don't think they would have given us a whole lot. I think it would have been heavily redacted, if that's the case. And for another, the US was paying a close. The USA was paying a close eye on the USSR during the space race, and definitely would caught wind of any rockets launched or launches. So in this, there's a few conspiracies in this topic alone. The space race was a big front to help the USSR to go bankrupt, put them down here, because it was the height of the Cold War, or it was during the Cold War. So they're basically trying to bankrupt him. That's another theory. There is a theory of a cosmonaut, a woman cosmonaut, out in space. There is recordings of her voice, and she sounds absolutely fucking terrified and scared and angry and pissed off, more scared and terrified than anything else. That I will look at and do a deep dive. But yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me if USSR had put a whole load of astronauts into space. And yeah, they say the US were really paying a close attention to the Soviets. But, Russia is a massive... The Soviet Union was a massive place. Do you think they really have eyes everywhere? And maybe they did a few rocket launches, and maybe they detected one but didn't detect the other one. I'm just spitballing again. It's one of them. I think it really wouldn't surprise me if there's more cosmonauts out there. Unfortunately they won't be alive now. But the Soviets sent up a whole load of cosmonauts, and unfortunately they died in space. Or there's that. There's a story what I will look into of a US fighter pilot back in, I think in the 50s. I can't quite think of his name, but he flown into the equivalent. He was a test pilot, and he flown into nuclear bombs, and just to see what the radiation, the blast, and stuff like that would do to the plane and the human body. And something I will look into it, do a deep dive on that, maybe bring it up on my podcast. And that was given to me by a really trusted friend, and I will shout him out. Baz, you're a legend, and a really trusted friend. Hopefully I can get him on the show at some time, because he's a fantastic, fascinating guy. So hope quick shout out to him. But yeah, that's going to be. Hopefully these dirty, naughty conspiracies get a lot dirtier, a lot naughtier. I'm not going to read through them. I like doing it this way. I like the surprise, hopefully, and disappointment of, it's not enough, Let me know your thoughts. Are you enjoying this list? Is this list titillating you? Is this list, making you happy, making you sad? I'm going to close this off. I'm going to put me big screen so I can ramble a little bit more. So I'm big screen now, and I'm going to ramble a little bit more. I'm not going to ramble too much. I'm not going to take too much of your time. As well, it's work night, and we're working the fucking morning, bastards. Unless I win that fucking lottery. But again, I fucking love doing this. I love my little hobbies, podcasting and YouTubing. I love it more than anything at the minute, and I'm happy doing it. And so I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. I hope it feels like a conversation you and your mates are having, that I'm one of your mates and we're having this conversation. Yes, we've been rude. Yes, I've been rude and naughty. Not too naughty, not too rude. We've gone down some scary conspiracies or stories. We've had a look at some aliens. We've had a look at some Instagram aliens. They're big on Instagram. In their home world, the Instagram aliens, getting that follow. We've had a look at Disney losing fucking shit ton of money. That's always good to see. We've had a look at a whole range of topics. If you want me to have a look at, if there's something you want me to have a look at, all my contact details are in the show notes or in the description of the YouTube and Rumble videos. And I will seriously look at them. So don't be shy. If you just want to get in contact with me, just get in contact with me. That would be awesome. Again, I would love to have one of my friends on as a co-host or a guest appearance, but I ain't got a pressure in. But if you want to come on, if you think you would like to give this a go, let me know. And I'll see what we can do. And if you want a guest appear, you don't have to be on camera. I'll see what we can do. And don't be shy and get in contact with me. That would be awesome. So that's been episode 7. 7 already. That's been episode 7. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead of you. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is. Please, would you do me a big favour? Whatever podcast provider you're listening to on, please follow or subscribe or like or whatever it is on that. I think pretty much all of them are follow. Please leave me a review. That would be awesome. You'd be a legend, and I'll probably shout you out on the show, definitely. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't blame you. Look at me. I wouldn't blame you. Please give me a like and a subscribe. That would be awesome. This has been Rareeddie1 Talks. Keep it strange, keep it weird, but more importantly, keep it absolutely fucking filthy, naughty and rude. I've been Rareeddie1. I will catch you in my next episode. Peace.